Hello viewers, welcome you all to our channel. In today's video I am going to quickly walk you through the basics of Excel, because people have been asking me to make some trainings on the basics. So I just thought of quickly covering the basics right from the navigation and also some of the basic concepts which are required to use the spreadsheet. So here I have the Excel spreadsheet in front of me. Normally the entire file is called as workbook. Okay, so when assume like in a book you can have multiple chapters, same way in one workbook you can have multiple sheets. So this sheet 1, sheet 2, individually they are each called as worksheet. So this is, assume this is worksheet 1. Okay, it can be worksheet 1. Same way this can be worksheet 2, whereas all of them collectively called as workbook. Okay, then here you have the options. If you go to the file option, then you will be getting multiple options here, and if you want to make any customizations you can find them all under the Excel options, right? Otherwise rest of the options can be found here. Some things like, for example, if you want to share the workbook straight away, or if you want to save the workbook into a PDF, you can find all these options here. And then quickly going back again, so if you want to also you need to be aware that Microsoft also gives you multiple templates, inbuilt templates. For example, if you need a Gantt chart, okay, not here, sorry, if you need a Gantt chart, you can go here and you can search for the online templates. Microsoft provides you all these online templates. You can grab them and you can start using them straight away, right? Okay, now coming back to the worksheet, now let's look into the individual components of the worksheet. So this section is called this section is called as a formula bar. This area, this is called as formula bar. You can actually type either a text or a formula here. If you write something like A, that will be treated as a text. If you write something like that starts with equal to, that will be treated as 3 plus 4. So this is actually treated as a formula, whereas this is treated as a text value, right? So this white box is formula bar, and then here you will be able to see the cell information. For example, all the cell labels can be found here. So even if you come here, then you will be able to see the cell value here. So it's B1. All the columns are named in alphabetical order. So once crossing the Z, it will start naming from A, B, something like that, and all the rows are numbered from 1 to okay, it has some limited numbers. Okay, so let me quickly show you that this is the maximum number, 1048576. That's the maximum number. All the rows are numbered, and then all the columns are given alphabetical name, and the intersection points will be plotted using the combined value. So here this cell is named as B1 because B column and first row. That's it. And then if you come back to the menu bar, so this gray area is called as menu bar, and then the top dark green ribbon, this is called as quick access toolbar. I'll tell you why it is called as quick access toolbar, because for example you can actually move all the frequently used option to the quick access toolbar. So we'll show you with example. For example, I normally prefer to use bold option for the text values. So here, let's say I type something here and I have my values here, I mean I have my cursor here. I can't if I want to make this bold, every time I should be coming to the home menu and then I have to click the B, or either you can go for control B, but that's if you look into the mouse navigation, that's little tedious. So in order to reduce the steps, you can just right click on them and you can add to quick access toolbar. That will immediately add my item to the Q80, and then you can straight away use it from top. So I normally used to have cell fill color and the text colors in the quick access toolbar, since I use them both very frequently. Also I used to have the conditional formatting in the quick access toolbar, right? And then coming back to the menu bar, you have multiple tabs under the menu bar: home, insert, page layout. So let me quickly walk through each one of them. Home, it contains it contains all the basic information like the font, the justification, and then it contains information like the format of the cell, and also conditional formatting, the data format, and then the conditional formatting. All the basic stuff will be available in the home. And then if you go to insert, there you can find all the charts and the shapes and illustrations. You can find them under the insert menu. Then page layout helps you to give themes to your worksheet. So for example, let's go for the theme. So whenever you insert anything, you will be getting all this you will be getting all this effects into the shapes. Okay, and also you can make use of the when you go for a particular theme, it will modify the font size. So you must be able to see the changes happening in the background when I just scroll my mouse over them. Then you have this page orientation as well, portrait or landscape. So all these page settings can be found in the page layout. Then formulas, important one. All the functions, Excel predefined functions, and then the name manager, which is one of the important location, can be found inside the formulas tab. Then going back to the data tab, there you here comes the most important section, that's the Power Query section under the data tab. And then also you have certain tools to do some data cleanup and then data visualization. So for example, you can use the straight away you can use remove duplicates to remove the duplicate entries from your column. Also you can add your data models into the Power Pivot. You have all the options for anything that's related to data manipulation, data cleanup, everything inside the data tab. Then review tab. So some of the key features that are used in the review tab is to lock the entire work, protect the workbook and then protect the sheet. So when I say protect workbook, it will allow you to set a password and it allows only the people to make certain structural changes to the workbook. For example, I'll show you. So here I am setting a password. So from next time onwards, I will not be able to. So see, I am not able to add any new sheets to this workbook without password. So if I need to add a new sheet to this workbook, I have to unlock the workbook, and then I will be able to add a new sheet. So that's at the workbook level. Same way you can do certain things at the sheet level also, and which can be achieved using the protect sheet by setting the passwords. Even it also allows you the control at the cell levels as well. Okay, so these are some of the key features that are used in the review section. Then view, so that gives you the page break preview. So this is actually page break preview. You can modify the page layout. You can modify the way how you view this page. Sometimes some people might prefer to see the way actually how it is printed in the output.
and then you have a option to, so here you must be able to see 3 check boxes. I prefer to use them very frequently. One is grid line. So when you uncheck this, you will not be able to see the grid lines that are generated here. And then you have formula bar. Sometimes when you go for building dashboards, this formula bar might look like an unnecessary thing when it comes to some dashboard. So there we used to hide the formula bars. And then you may not prefer to have this headings as well, like A, B, C, D, and then the numbers as well. The column names and the number names also look unnecessary when it comes to dashboards. So you can uncheck them and you can make it look much more clean up. Much more clean. Then developer, this is for the recording and creating the macro. So that's where developer is used. Okay, so this will not be available by default, but I have just imported the Power Pivot straight away from the options. In case if you so here it is, if you want any new tabs as well to be added, you can add them straight away from this. Okay, and I think I have missed one more thing, the view freeze panes, all these things. Okay, anyway, I will just do a separate video on that. Then coming back to this, let's enable our heading and formula bar again. Let's also quickly look into the data formats that are available. So if you look into the data formats, for example, here I have a text value. So see, if you don't enter anything, Excel by default gives something called general. So this is of general format with no specific format or no specific any predicted format from the Excel. Whereas you can, if you want, you can actually change this to text straight away. So now this will be converted into text. Or in case if you have a number value, then you can straight away go for a number. Instead of having 7, general, you can actually go for number. So when you go for number, it actually enables the precision as well. You can increase or decrease the precisions. Okay, and then you have options to generate the currency. So you can turn this number to currency also. So here you have something like called accounts. So you have two formats there as well, both currency and accounts, accounting and currency. So you can but they also help you to choose the currency symbol that you look for, and also the decimal places, accounting. Then comes the date. So you can also convert this value into a date. So I'll quickly show you. Let me zoom this for you. You can also convert this value into a date. So when I have converted the value 7 into a date, it has automatically converted this into the date. If you think why it has been converted to a date 7 January 1900, then I have made a separate video on date functions. You can go and refer that video for more information. And also so this is just a date. If you want along with date and time, you can also go for time option. Then percentage. So there you must be able to see the percentage. I have seen people manually converting the values to percentage. You don't need to do that. If you just enable the percentage, Excel automatically multiplies the value by 100 to convert that to a percentage. So these are some of the most frequently used fraction, scientific. Most of us may not be using this on a day-to-day basis, so I'm not just covering those things into the quick start guide. And then you have custom formats. In case if you don't find your format here, then you can go ahead for the custom formats, and there you can pick this format that you are looking for.
So that's it with the basics of okay. And one more thing I just missed to cover: you can have multiple worksheets, and also you can hide the worksheet, you can rename the worksheet as I have shown. Also you can give some color convention to the worksheets. Okay, you can actually add some colors to the worksheet. I generally used to have the colors for worksheet to give a clear differentiation. Okay, so that's it for the quick start guide, right guys? Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you would have found this useful. Thank you so much.